I got my phone stolen in Barcelona. Guys, I'm back in LA right now. I'm editing day number 3. And I don't address it at all in this video because I didn't realize it until after we were at the airport. But I got my phone stolen by a pickpocket. You might notice in this video it seems a little incomplete. That's because I shot a lot of B-roll with my phone that day. So I lost all that B-roll. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll go in depth about how specifically I got my phone stolen, how you can prevent your pockets from getting picked abroad, and especially in Barcelona, which is known for pickpockets. Day 3 Barcelona, let's go. Today looks like another beautiful day in Barcelona. We're gonna head out, we're gonna go check out some more Gaudi architecture spots. One of the places we're going is a church they've been building for like 140 years. And it still won't be completed for another 20 years. Tonight we're headed to Menorca, which is a small island off the coast of Spain. It's in the same group of islands as Ibiza and Mallorca, which are a little more popular. We opted to go to Menorca because it's less crowded. We're gonna hopefully get off the beaten path there and find our own little secluded beaches. Something I've noticed that I don't know if it's in my head or if it's actually a real thing is there seems to be a tangible weight to the culture here. You know, like the people seem more cultured. And it makes sense given that this society has endured monarchy, the Middle Ages, the Spanish Inquisition, you know, the Spanish Civil War, World War I, World War II. There's this tangible feel that the country has endured a lifetime of struggle, and so it just, that historical weight, I don't know if it's genetic memory, it seems to carry over to the people. They seem to have more of a depth to them. It could all just be in my head though. So on the way to breakfast, we came across that bakery, which we noticed they had vegan donuts. So of course I got to try the vegan donuts. But we're still gonna get breakfast. Just a small vegan amuse-bouche, if you will. I don't know the Spanish equivalent of that. I was a little concerned about what there would be for vegan options in Spain, but so far I've been pleasantly surprised. You know, they're known for a lot of meat dishes here, and seafood especially, so I was pleasantly surprised to see they have amazing vegan options. We've eaten at the place we had dinner last night was so good. I didn't tape any of it, but they had this mushroom dish that was so good. It was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. So the food in Spain is great, even the vegan food. Dare I say it's better than LA, which I thought was the hub of vegan cuisine. Fueled up to take on the architecture of Gaudi, drink in the rich Spanish culture, and have people stare at me for vlogging. So we stopped by the Casa Batillo and just checked it out from the outside. It was a little crowded, long line, so we decided to just check out the outside, which looked amazing. More Gaudi architecture, and we're gonna move along to some more Gaudi stuff and get to the Sagrada Familia, which is the church they've been working on for over 100 years. The quintessential Gaudi landmark. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we made it to Sagrada Familia. However, we found out the tickets are sold out. You have to buy them at least 2 days in advance, and I guess we didn't think of that, and so we're kind of screwed up. We're not going to be able to go inside, but you can see from the outside, it's an amazing spectacle, wonderful architecture, quintessential piece from Gaudi. Disappointed we can't go inside, go up to the top of the towers, but what are you going to do? They're sold out, and we're taking off for Menorca, and after that Costa Brava, so it doesn't look like we're going to have time to go inside. Now would probably be a good time to talk about pronunciation, because you don't want to seem like a tourist. You want to pronounce Barcelona properly. And here they say it Barcelona. And what will help you to pronounce it properly is imagine you have a mouthful of paella, but you don't want to spit any out. So you have the mouthful of paella and you say Barcelona, Barcelona. Keep the paella in your mouth without spitting it all over the place. And that is how you get the proper pronunciation of Barcelona. So now we're exploring Park Güell, which also features several elements designed by Gaudí. Beautiful view overlooking the city. This was originally intended to be a housing development, but unfortunately there weren't enough people that were wealthy enough to build houses in this part of town. Also, it was decentralized. The location wasn't central enough to take advantage of it. So what ended up happening was the city bought it back from Güell and turned it into a park. So now it's a famous park. It's one of the nicest and biggest in Barcelona. Gets a lot of tourist traffic. So we decided to come back to the Casa Batillo. Since we didn't get tickets to Sagrada Familia, we were able to snag a couple tickets to this place. So we're gonna go inside, check it out, see the interior of some of Gaudí's masterpieces. How did I get my phone stolen? This is exactly how it went down. Picture this, a crowded Barcelona bus. I got on, I had two backpacks. They're not full now, but they were packed full when I was on the bus. Very crowded bus. One on front, one on the back. So, I get on, the bus is so crowded that I'm kind of stuck towards the front of the bus. And there's people behind me kind of pushing, like move in the back of the bus, move in the back of the bus. They keep pushing and pushing. So I keep moving back. I think I'm far enough back, and then 5 or 10 minutes into the ride, this older guy behind me keeps bumping into me, and he's yelling at me in Spanish. I'm like, I'm moving. It wasn't until we got to the airport that I realized my phone, which had been in my left pocket, one of the times he bumped me, he must have swiped it. It was super hot that day. It turns out we had walked about 15 miles. We had calculated it on an app on my wife's phone. Clearly, we didn't calculate it on my phone. I heard the number 40 Celsius. So we're on a crowded bus. We're tired. We're not aware of our surroundings. My view is obstructed. So those three things right there, that don't have sight line to my pockets with the backpacks. I'm tired. I'm in an unfamiliar area on a crowded bus. 3 big red flags right there where I should have been paying attention to my valuables. I should have secured them. I recommend when you travel that you sew hidden pockets inside your pants. And I actually have a couple pairs of pants with hidden pockets in them, but I didn't bring them. Barcelona is known for its pickpockets. If you stay aware of your surroundings, keep your valuables secured in an area where people can't get to, like an inner coat pocket, sure, they can still get to that, but if it has a zipper or if it's deep down in there, if it's not glaringly obvious, like a phone sitting in a loose pocket, secure your valuables. The best way to do that is like an inner pocket sewn into your pants, because they'd actually have to physically reach into the inside of your pants, which it's tough to do that stealthily. In hindsight, given the amount of bags we had and how crowded the bus was, probably a taxi would have been better. So if I'm ever in that scenario again, I will be taking a taxi. Barcelona is known for its pickpockets, but don't let that scare you away. It's a beautiful city. It's got wonderful culture, art, the people. Most of the people we encountered were amazing, nice, friendly, wonderful people. The art, the architecture, the food, amazing city. Highly recommend it. Don't let this scare you away. I'm definitely gonna go back. Don't be afraid to have experiences like this, because it's experiences like this that allow us to overcome adversity, allow us to grow as people, and gives us a great story to tell.
Who wants to live in a rubber padded room or wrapped up in bubble wrap? I certainly don't, you know? Sure, we get bumps and bruises and scrapes, and someone steals my cell phone, you know, it's a luxury problem. It's a first world problem. Everything turned out fine. Everything is fine. It was a learning experience. I had a great trip regardless of this. I want you guys, every one of you, to get out there, find your own adventure. And one of these days, I'm gonna tell you what I mean when I say be infamous.
Infamous.